Тяжело просто сдержать себя, не сорваться, не начать драться.
I was following the task that my trainer gave to me in the locker room, and I was like trying to control myself within the first 4 rounds, not to start fighting instead of boxing. Это последний бой cruiserweight?
Все будет... Смотрите, нельзя так резко бросаться словами. Нужно очень... Надо профессионально подходить ко всему. Сейчас на данный момент меня беспокоит только мой отдых. Я хочу максимально провести время со своими детьми, потому что этот год был для меня очень тяжелым и успешным. Сейчас я хочу отдохнуть.
You must be professional in taking that kind of decisions. You need to take your time to think everything properly. And right now, my biggest concern is my rest, because I want to have a vacation with my family. I had a really tough year. It was the most difficult year of my career. It was the most successful one, but the most difficult as well. So now I'm thinking about spending time with my family, with my wife, and my children, and after that I will be ready to come up with a decision, with a final decision.
Oleksandr, congratulations again on a fantastic performance tonight. Can you explain why it's been the hardest year of your career?
Можешь объяснить, почему это был самый тяжелый год твоей карьеры?
Потому что очень маленький промежуток между боями был. Появился турнир Всемирная боксерская суперсерия Кубок Мухаммеда Али. Он был психологически сложным, потому что некоторые моменты были там в организации, еще где-то.
My year was started with Muhammad Ali Trophy and with the WBSS, World Boxing Super Series. It was mentally difficult. It was like physically difficult because the period between the fights was too short and you never got recovered for 100%. Some organizational issues also took place.
После финального поединка с Муратом Гасиевым у меня отдыха было ровно 30 дней, и я бы не назвал это таким отдыхом.
And after the final fight, the final bout versus Murat Gassiev, I had only 30 days to recover. I wouldn't call it a vacation, it was just a period of 30 days.
Когда я приехал в свой тренировочный лагерь и лежал вечером, спал, смотрел в потолок, единственная мысль, которая была в моей голове, что я здесь делаю?
And when I showed up in my training camp, I was like lying in my bed, watching the ceiling, and suddenly a thought came to my mind. Oh, God, Jesus, what am I doing here?
Yes, yes.
Even though you love it.
Я хочу сказать спасибо Эдди за возможность стартовать в Британии. Это реально для меня очень престижно, очень круто.
I want to thank Eddie Hearn for the opportunity to start in the UK. It's really a big honor for me, and it's something special.
Ох и покуражим мы тут с вами, ребята.
I don't know how to translate this in English. He says we're gonna have some good times here.
Can you expand on that a bit? What plans there might be to have Oleksandr back here and against who?
Yeah, I mean, look, we have the opportunity to box him anywhere we want in the world with Alex and Aegis and K2. We've got America, Britain will want to see him back. That was just an incredible atmosphere, and I think a lot of international fighters, when they come, they experience how special it is here. And I think Lomachenko and these guys all look at Britain and say, we'd love to fight there. Oleksandr has now done it, but I think you have to give him so much credit for going to Gassiev's backyard, and also to Bradis's backyard, and also to Huck's backyard, and now to Bellew's backyard.
Glowatsky backyard.
Glowatsky, every time. That's, he's the 2018 Fighter of the Year, undoubtedly. And he's doing it away from Ukraine. I mean, when I went to Kiev for the convention, I would love to see him fight in Ukraine. But unfortunately, I've seen his contract. Actually, I wrote his contract, and there are so many great fights. You know, when you talk about cruiserweight, heavyweight, that's up to these guys. Basically, I'm looking at the commercial side and making everything happen from the event side. These guys are the ones who have the relationship with Oleksandr. It has been to create an undisputed fight with the relationship that we have had making this fight. Not one raised voice, not one unhappy moment, not one controversial moment, just two guys that wanted to fight each other and test each other. And I think it's going to be so easy to for Alex and Igis just to tell me what they want to do, and then we'll do it. It's going to be very simple moving forward. He needs a nice break. Nice break. Yes.
Only with pleasant moments.
Pleasant moments.
Eddie, can we have more than 30 days to rest?
Yes, you can have. We're gonna box in February in America, so it's fine. No, I think the great thing about boxing sometimes in November is that he's got November, December, January holiday.
Я сейчас приеду домой, отключаю номер телефона, и вообще вы меня не
He says he's
увидите.
coming back, he switches off his phone and nobody will find him.
We've got Anthony Joshua needs an opponent, April 13th. That gives you enough time, huh? Okay.
We need to go there.
Александр, сегодня Тони был очень хорош. Он на первом взгляде был похож. И видел у вас в первых раундах, показалось, что вы очень осторожно подошли к этому бою. И первый, наверное, даже второй раунд были очень осторожны. И второй вопрос, что сказал вам Тони после боя? Он вас несколько раз обнимал, целовал, что он вам сказал, и какое его состояние?
I will translate the question first. So, what was the surprise for you in the first rounds? Were you surprised in the first rounds fighting Tony? He looked the best shape ever actually, and he performed the best of his fight of his career in the first rounds. And was it a kind of plan to move that direction, or more a matter of chance, that lucky punch? And the second question was, какой второй? What did Tony tell you when he was like after the fights, when he was what was his state of mind?
То, что концентрация была, это задача угла была. Ну, с угла мне говорили, каждый раунд я должен быть сконцентрирован, должен смотреть, что он делает.
I was focused and concentrated. That was the assignment given to me by my corner. I had to stay focused within every single round.
Да, и он как бы, ну, опасный парнишка, он пару раз там ковырнул меня.
And he is a really dangerous man. He puts some strong punches.
Он поблагодарил, я его тоже поблагодарил. Это действительно сильный боксер, сильный мужчина, отец. Вот такие бои, настоящие бои, вот с такими мужчинами, мужиками хочется боксировать, а не с болтунами. Это круто, он поблагодарил меня, он сказал, ты типа великий. Ну, я так не считаю.
He said thank you for the fight. I said thank you for the fight. I told him that he is a real man, and he is a real man. He is the father. He is like a husband. He is a warrior, a true warrior. And that kind of fights, when a warrior meets a warrior, is something that should definitely take place in boxing.
Короче, сказал он, гаси всех так же.
So he said, go on switching off the light.
Would you like to see Oleksandr, who's going to go up to heavyweight, which is what he's saying?
Well, you know, you look at the contenders. I think he's going to want to move into heavyweight and get his foot in at that weight and feel comfortable. And look at the guys who we work with. You know, you've got Dillian White against Chisora on December 22nd. If he's not still on holiday, I'd like him to come to that fight. Then, of course, you know, you have Povetkin, you have Parker, you have Takam, you have Jarrell Miller. There's so many heavyweights that we work with, but again, it's up, you know, I'm going to be told what to do, and they'll tell me the kind of fights that they want, and we'll make them. And you know, if he's going to come back to Britain, it's got to be a British heavyweight. You know, it's got to be Dillian White, it's got to be Derek Chisora, it's got to be these kind of guys. And if he wants to fight maybe in America, there's all kinds of opportunities. But my guess is, not knowing the team's decision, is to have a strong fight at heavyweight, progress, and ultimately go and challenge for the world heavyweight title.
Alexander, what do you plan to do on your rest period now? Is there anything you particularly like to do on your rest period, or a place you like to visit?
Что ты собираешься делать во время отдыха? Какие-то что-то ты специально хочешь придумал или какое-то место специально посетить?
Да, я повезу, мы поедем с семьей на родину Санта-Клауса, как бы это желание детей.
I will take my family to the homeland of Santa Claus.
Я.
Скромный человек, говорит, что не считаете себя великим. Но вот что должно произойти в вашей карьере, чтобы когда-нибудь на пресс-конференции вы сказали, ну, может быть, да, я согласен, что все просто говорят, что вы великий чемпион. Что вас должно...
The question is, most people say you are, and Tony Bellew said you are great, you are the great, and journalists, people, media say you are great, but you never admit this. What should take actually place? What should happen? So once on a press conference you say, okay, I agree, I am great.
Каждый день в молитве я прошу Всевышнего, чтобы он мне дал мудрости, смирения.
Humility. Every day when I pray, I ask Lord, giving me humility.
Что бы я ни сделал такого, какого-то чего-то там большого, я не буду возвышать себя и говорить, что вот я такой, я там большой и еще какой-то. Обычное, простое.
No matter what I do in my life, how far I succeed, I don't want to be big. I don't want to think of myself that I'm big. I'm just a regular guy from the neighborhood.
Что каждый день в молитве я Всевышнего прошу о смирении. А знаете, что такое смирение?
You know what humility is?
Получается, что ты Всевышнего просишь, чтобы он послал человека, который тебя оскорбит.
It means that you ask
Ну, если
Lord
дословно объяснить.
to send you a person who will abuse you.
That makes you angry.
Makes you angry.
А ты его должен за это простить и смириться. Вот это и есть
And you have
смирение.
to forgive him. And that is humility.
Великий, подумаешь.
The greatest. I am not the greatest.
Okay, 2 more questions, guys.
How much do you spend together, how much money do you spend together from TV translation?
Sorry?
It's a good question.
How much do you spend together?
How much tonight?
Money, yeah.
Now.
A lot.
You two have something in common.
No, I mean, look, the fight between Usyk and Bellew was one of the biggest fights in boxing. Not many people in the casual world in Britain knew about Usyk because his fights hadn't been on in front of big audiences in the UK. So it wasn't like, hey, Bellew, where it was 2 guys, British market for years and years and years. But now he's going to be extremely popular in the British market. So, you know, tonight was on pay-per-view in the UK, it was on DAZN in America. Both those guys, Sky and DAZN, are just absolutely ecstatic with the fight and the night. So it's a good future.
Alexander, is your dream not fulfilled until you are also heavyweight champion of the world?
Саша, твоя мечта не исполнена до тех пор, пока ты не чемпион в супертяжелом весе.
Нет, конечно. Я вообще такой лунатик мечтательный. Я в детстве постоянно о чем-то мечтал, сейчас о чем-то мечтаю. Но это не является моей мечтой, это является моей целью.
I am actually a moonwalker. I used to dream a lot. And becoming the heavyweight champion is not what I'm dreaming of. It's my goal. It's what I'm planning to do.
How soon do you want to fight Joshua?
Когда ты хочешь драться с Джошуа?
Tomorrow.
Насколько быстро?
You said you wanted a holiday.
First, he offered 1st November.
It's in Jamaica. It's going to be tough. I think-
Сейчас об этом
It's too
поздно.
early.
Не, если вы хотите, вы об этом, ну, вы разговариваете об этом, это хорошо, но надо чуть-чуть подождать. Ну, надо реально
If you
смотреть
want to
на
speak
вещи.
of this, you can speak of this, but we still need to wait a little bit. We need to see things in real light.
Знаете, какая моя мечта?
You know what my dream is?
Чтобы все люди друг друга уважали.
So all people would respect each other.
Это мечта.
That's my dream.
Ladies and gentlemen, undisputed champion Oleksandr Usik. Congratulations.
And then he heard.